Hey guys, One Wild Survivor here. Today we're going to be talking about the shelter halves, dog tents, pup tents, same thing. Basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be packing all this stuff myself. If you got a buddy, you can split it up. That's how the Army's kind of designed it, to be split up. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll it up today, show you how to pack it and roll it. You're going to want to have 6 poles. And then you're going to have 12 stakes, and those are going to be your stakes. I've only got 10 here. I got to get some more. And of course, your tent poles. You're going to have your these are your guidelines. These actually go. I'll show you how to set up a tent later. You're going to have 2 of those lines, and then you're going to have a sleeping mat. Some people, they don't like sleeping mats, but I like comfort. I like to keep my morale up. Sleeping mat's one way to do it. Sleeping mat also serves another purpose. It actually will help protect my tent from the damage from the poles and the stakes. So when you put your mat down, you're going to want to have it centered on both ends, and you're going to have it centered on your sides. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our stakes down the center and our tent poles. So when you put your stakes on, you're going to want to rotate them. So one's going to go that way and one's going to go the other way. If you put them all down like this, eventually when you roll this thing up, you're going to have a big piece down the middle. You're not going to want that. Space them out evenly, all the way down. You might go ahead and pick up some of these extra stakes. We're on the 14, that gives you 2 extra, and then probably a couple extra poles. You're going to go through probably poles more than you will stakes. You could go through some stakes depending upon where you're at. You hit some hard ground, the ends of these like to bend. Usually I found I break more poles than I do anything else. I also carry some extra rope with me. These go on the actual ends here. Yeah, the other ends over there. Those are what your stakes go into when you drive your stakes. So I always like to keep some extra of those. And then my extra rope, I can either tie it on the outside with the other one, or I can just throw it in the center. And what I'd like to do is just throw it inside. Essentially what we're going to do is fold the ends up. When we fold the ends up like this, what that does, it creates a pocket. So you won't have any gear falling out of this thing at all. You can roll this up really tight at home, but when you get out to the field, you won't be able to get this thing that tight. I like to pack a little bit looser at home than I do making it really tight, because I want to have that extra room for when I get out to the field and things swirl a little bit. I've still got room to pack stuff. So once you kind of get down to that point, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to roll it up. And there's a couple different ways to roll it up. If I wanted to be really tight with this thing, I just start off rolling a corner first, and put my knee on it to hold it there, and then roll it all the way across. But since I'm at home, I like to be a little looser, so I just kind of roll it a little bit, get it sort of tight, roll it a little bit more. And what you can also do, make this thing really tight if you want it to be really tight with it, is use your knees and you roll with it. Kind of pushing down. You're also pushing down with your hands. Your hands are going to be really tired if you're doing this really tight. But, like I said, I take this to the field, so I don't want to be ultra tight with it because I want to have room for all my other gear. So I like to have it a little bit more bulky, but not too bulky, it's unmanageable. Then once you get to the end, you're going to leave the bottom on there. So that seam stays on the bottom, helps hold it in. And you're going to just want to sit on it. I use my darker rope. It's a little bit more blending. And your rope's going to have a hole in it if you've got the actual rope that's supposed to be for this. And then what you do is, you have to get that in there, you just crank her down there pretty tight. And then just kind of hold it, spin it around. And do the other side. And here you're not going to have that hole. And if you notice the seams over here where it opens up, you want to wrap around. I'm going to go this way with it. And then you just kind of go underneath it. And you're going to want to have it at an angle. Get an angle like that with it. And then you just pull it tight, and that cinches it down. You might have to loosen it up a little bit once you get to the end. Because you're going to want to stick your rope back underneath it like that. And that helps hold that together. And then take it and stick it back through the other side. If it's too long, I wouldn't be cutting on this. I like to have a longer rope. And you just put it evenly there and then just wrap it. And like I said earlier, if you have 2 people, you can split this up. I get an extra mat though, and then that'll leave you 6 stakes and 3 poles each and 1 shelter half. That'll reduce a lot of your weight. One person's not going to be carrying all your weight. And that's kind of your roll there. You can either carry it that way or whatever you want to do. If you have any comments, questions, just leave them below. And go ahead and subscribe if you want to subscribe. I'll be doing a lot more videos on this stuff. Thank you.